Oh man, so Coinbase is up another 4.67%. This was a stock that was super red in my portfolio. I chased Coinbase straight after the IPO and I thought I was clever buying in right at the IPO. Literally as it launched, I managed to grab some and it just fell, right? It just fell and fell and fell. But fortunately, this was something I had done a lot of due diligence in. I knew even at that price at the IPO when it was getting priced in the 300s, I knew this stock was super undervalued. I'd done my fundamentals, I had my price targets, and so that gave me the conviction to weather this storm because it's got pretty messy. And we're going to take a look at where we're at right now. So Coinbase is up 4.81%. Now that's just changed. So we're sitting at 294.20. Let's take a look at the charts and I can tell you kind of the story of what happened. So you remember this kind of opened up and this day was crazy. I remember people were trying to fill their orders and IPO days is always a mess. I managed to buy in at a good price around here. It ran all the way up. This was in minutes. Let's actually can we actually get it up? Let's see if we can. Yeah, there you go, guys. So you can see this is just on hourly candle and still you can't even grab it. It was in minutes that it fell from 429 all the way back down to the 350s region and even lower. I mean, one candle wick down to 310. So this was a crazy IPO. And that's why in IPO since I've kind of stood back because especially for these fintech companies, which is why I didn't buy Robinhood on IPO as well. You already know that IPO day is just going to be crazy volatile. The reason I got suckered into the Coinbase one was because I'd done my research and I saw from a fundamental perspective based on the revenue and the subscribers they had, the monthly active users, this was fundamentally undervalued. So I thought it was just going to run after IPO. Clearly I was wrong. We've then channeled in between this range, 213 and pretty much maximum 290 now, which is where we're trying to break out of right now on Coinbase. So this was an opportunity for me. It came down and I was averaging down on it. As many of these dips as I can, I was averaging down. So right now, Coinbase is at about 9% on my portfolio, 9.3%, somewhere around there. Ideally, I didn't really want it more than about 6 to 7.5% tops of Coinbase in my portfolio, but I've had to put in more than I expected because I wanted to average down. I didn't want to, when I had the opportunities here, I really wanted to average down, and that's proving good now because I'm nice and comfortably in the green now. Since we flipped this EMA ribbon, we've headed bullish, and now we're going to test that high here, created at 294. If we can break here, we can really go and head into some green grass, so to speak, and really start pushing forward because this is all new territory now for Coinbase. Now, what's interesting with Coinbase is we need to remember when the earnings came out. In fact, let's show you that on the charts. When the last set of earnings came out, there was a bit of commentary around the earnings call that Coinbase were worried about Q3 and Q4 trading. Now, if we remember what happened in Q1 and Q2, or Q1 you had AMC and GameStop, Q2 you had Bitcoin doing really well, you had Dogecoin, you had a whole bunch of positive catalysts around crypto. And for Coinbase, that is amazing, right? Remember, Coinbase will make profit based on transaction volumes, right? They mainly make transaction fees. So if you're buying and selling more, they make more money. That's how it works. And so they were worried, and they gave some commentary around the earnings call, that they worried that in a bear market, how would they cope? And I mentioned this in one of my downside risks of Coinbase, that this is one of the things they have to figure out. And long term, they still haven't figured this out yet. But if we enter a prolonged bear market in crypto, how would Coinbase suffer? Because naturally, their revenue will take a big hit. If people, go away, put their Bitcoin in cold storage and disappear for a crypto winter, what's going to happen to Coinbase? But coming back to the catalyst now, as Bitcoin's been soaring, you can see exactly what's happening to this price, right? You're getting this massive movement up. You've got Dogecoin up today. You've seen what Shiba Inu's been doing recently. There's a lot of craze around this. Now, don't forget then Coinbase have announced they want to get into the NFT marketplace. The lend feature being cancelled by the SEC was a bit of a downer, which is why we had a bit of a difficult period as well. But overall, Coinbase is heading in the right direction. And it's not just Coinbase moving right now. All the crypto stocks are moving. The mining companies, SoFi, Robinhood, they're all moving based on the positive vibe we're seeing, not only in the stock market, but in crypto. And you can see now with Bitcoin sitting at 61,000, trying to break 62,000 and get to all-time highs, naturally these plays will continue to do well. So happy with the Coinbase position now. But more importantly, what Coinbase has smartly managed to do is take advantage of catalyst. So, for example, in the community, in the crypto community, a lot of the diehards will say, how comes Phantom is, I love Phantom, by the way, how comes Phantom is not on Coinbase, but Shiba Inu is, right? But that's what Brian Armstrong and Coinbase do well. They know which coins are going to bring in the dough, right? What's going to bring in the revenue? If it's Dogecoin, we're accepting Dogecoin. If it's Cardano's the hit, we're accepting Cardano. If it's Shiba, we're accepting Shiba. And that's what Brian Armstrong and Coinbase have done well. They know that their bread is buttered based on transaction volumes. And so they need to ride the trends. They need to be agile. They need to be quick. They need to be able to get these coins listed when they see something really starting to gather some traction. And it's not just about the best projects being on their platform, it's the ones that are in demand by people. And if that's retail investors, then they need to make sure they have those available when they're needed. The NFT move, a great move. I can only see that bringing positive things for Coinbase. I wouldn't be surprised if they move into more. I mean, again, what were my downside risks? One of them for Coinbase was they need to diversify their revenues, right? We mentioned that in that video. I'll see if I can dig that up and link that somewhere here. But they have to diversify their revenues. And bringing the NFT marketplace is a clever way of doing it. They had their earn and staking. They tried to do the lend feature, got cancelled by the SEC. And don't be surprised if they have a few other ideas up their sleeve, right? They need to figure out different ways of bringing in money. So if we enter a crypto market or transaction volumes for whatever reason, they have other ways, right? Just because we're in a crypto market doesn't mean people won't be buying NFTs for their use cases or playing play to earn games, right? So don't be surprised if Coinbase start to come out with more creative ways of diversifying their revenue. That's really important. And then secondly, obviously making sure that they're bringing on any hot coins on as quickly as possible. And they've proven that they're very good at that. So overall, a good day for Coinbase, and really just moving from strength to strength. I mean, we've got their earnings coming out in 11th of November, I believe. So this could really be a catalyst for them to push higher. If they don't push higher before then, this could really help them push higher. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get into the 300, 320 mark very soon on Coinbase. I think once people start to understand how much of a battering this has taken and how undervalued Coinbase is, then we're going to see a lot of upward side, because Coinbase has had maximum FUD right now. Maximum. SEC's been giving them grief. You've had a crypto winter with Bitcoin sitting at 28,000. It's been a tough environment for them, but I can now see them moving strength to strength from here. So there you go, guys. There is an update on Coinbase. If you're invested in Coinbase, comment below, hit the like button so I know. If you want to see more content on Coinbase or any other crypto-related stocks, do let me know. And as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now, if you want me to analyze any specific stocks or crypto, please consider becoming a member of this channel. Hit the join button. That will then give you access to our community section, which is reserved just for members, where you can ask me any questions you want. You can ask me about your favorite cryptos or your favorite stocks, ask me to do some technical analysis for you, and we can go and do a deeper dive, which we're unable to based on time on these videos. Hope you found this useful. If you like this video, again, hit the subscribe, guys. Don't leave without hitting subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.